The War Horse has arrived at Stoke-on-Trent's Regents Theatre. I went to the press launch to see the horses and meet the cast. The War Horse was originally a novel by Michael Morpego and later adapted for the stage by Nick Stafford. The hit stage show has won countless awards all over the world and is set to be Regent Theatre's biggest production of the year. The amazing lifelike puppetry was designed by the Handspring Puppet Company. I was able to speak to the UK's director to hear about the puppeteers' training and the show's preparation.
My name's Matt Forbes. I'm the puppetry director for the UK tour of War Horse. We've been working on the show now for quite a long time. Obviously it started in London, but this tour has been on the road for almost a year, but it's brilliant to be in Stoke. The puppeteers work for around 6 weeks in rehearsals before any kind of members of the public see them. They do 2 weeks of solid puppetry work before that 6 weeks, where we literally teach them how to become a horse, which obviously is pretty tricky. Yes, they spend 2 weeks learning how to become a horse, and then they have 6 weeks in total with the rest of the cast rehearsing before then previewing and opening to the public. I would say as puppetry director that they've never kind of finished learning. They're always learning more and more things. So even now, the show is still incredibly fresh, which is why it's brilliant to bring it to Stoke. It's great to kind of get it out and let people see see the show, and brilliant to be here. And we're here until the 11th of October as well. So.
Later on, I managed to get in the theatre and speak to the two main characters.
My name is Jason Furnival. I play Chapman Carter in War Horse The Tour. Carter is the auctioneer at the start of War Horse that sells Joey, the horse, to the Narracott family, to Albert specifically. And then during the first half, as war is declared, he becomes Sergeant Carter that ends up recruiting a lot of the villagers from Devon and also recruits the horse for the army, which then goes across to France. And at that point, Chapman Carter dies. And then the second half, I sort of become various Germans, help out to tell the story, basically.
My name's Lee Armstrong, and I play Albert Narracott in War Horse. I'll tell you a bit about Albert. He doesn't really have anything in real life. He's a sort of poor boy who doesn't really have any friends. And one day his dad comes home with a hunter, or Joey, as a foal. And that's the sort of modern equivalent of a 13-year-old boy one day getting a Ferrari for his birthday. You sort of, throughout War Horse, see the two characters, Joey and Albert, develop from young adults, or a foal and a young boy, into fully grown adults. And Joey goes over to World War I, and Albert goes to save him. And the story's about the sort of how their relationship endures the war.
And the War Horse opens here at Regent Theatre on the 24th of September. I'm Emily Pollard, Burton TV News.